Happy Tuna Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. It is time for a Pounds for Purrs workout, and I was on the fence between what I was going to do today, and I ultimately decided with my original plan, which was increase the snatch by 10 pounds, the clean and jerk by 20, and then the strength movements by 10 each. So what you're seeing first are a couple triples with doing just a simple tall snatch, just by itself, nothing attached to it. No high pulling, just the tall snatch by itself. And I really like this exercise. I might keep it, I might not, we'll see. But even if I don't, it's still such a great exercise. I particularly like using it for squatting, but it's just a great movement overall. Next, I went to 2 triples with the Hang Snatch, and looking back, I probably should have added some weight to the bar, going from tall snatch to a hang snatch instead of just using the bar by itself. I probably could have done, maybe 55, 65 pounds and then went from there. Also, I got to the gym much later than I had anticipated, so I skipped the cardio warm-up, but I did do the snatch complex, and I went back to 5 reps with each movement, took my time with it, and then I started these triples. After that, after hang snatch, I went to the full snatch, and I did an initial warm-up set here with 65 just to get things going before I started working sets. And then, like I said before, I just did decide to go to 75. I was back and forth between a 5-pound jump and a 10-pound jump, and I ultimately decided on 75, at least for the first couple blocks of training. It should be okay. Now, this is called an outtake because I was taking my sweet time with these reps, and that right there, I lost stability in the second rep because I was a little too lax. I was kind of easing my way into these sets, and on that second rep, it was no bueno, so I didn't count that. That's just an outtake. Here's the real second set, and overall, these doubles felt pretty good for the most part, and I'll just add more performance to it as the week goes on. So it'll be 3 days sticking with the same weights all across the board and just improving the performance with each lift, with each exercise. So snatch went just fine. Snatch doubles, still sticking to 90 seconds of rest, and these were comfortable. That's probably the best way to put it. And I wasn't going for total performance. I was just going nice and easy, get it done, make sure the timing was there, and for the most part it was. So depth is fine, technique is fine, and then every subsequent workout, so next time I work out on Thursday, I'm going to add probably a little bit of power to it, maybe a little bit of speed to it, especially under the bar. But first day, I just want to make sure that it feels okay before I continue, and it did. Now, before I get to the clean and jerk, I did decide to completely cut out the clean complex and then any work pretty much to prime for the clean and jerk. So I went to 115, so I added 20 pounds, and it is still really light. So I thought I could probably just go right into working sets without doing the complex, as great as that is, and doing any kind of light work to warm up the split jerk. And I was right, so I don't know if I'm really going to need to include it. Now, I could treat it as a bit of like a cool down after the snatches and kind of take that as an opportunity to let the body reset a little bit and just kind of regain composure. But I'm still pretty early on, and I'm most likely going to keep the complex for the clean out and just go right into working sets, because really there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to. And I'm going so light where I wouldn't even warm up with 115 for a clean. I would go right to 135 as a very first set, or single or double or triple, or even up to 5, because before I was used to cleaning a whole lot more weight. So going from snatches into clean and jerk singles right away, right into working reps, will not only help save some time, keep the workouts pretty short, but also it just keeps the pace up. Now, when I get heavier on these exercises, maybe there will be a point where I will want to take that bit of a break and do the complex, just to allow everything to kind of settle down, and then get ready for the next wave with the clean and jerk, but I'm not even going to worry about that for at least a couple months. So front squats and military press, same weight with each, going to 145, so still going with light weights, and they felt just fine. Not really challenging, keeping the same 90 seconds of rest in between sets. Front squats feel pretty good, and military press also felt pretty good. So no complaints here. I was really focused on just getting the work done, and I really did get to the gym much later than I wanted to. I woke up this morning and my body just wanted to sleep, so I slept. I did wake up, I think it was at 7, I believe, and my body just said, "What? Stay in bed a little bit longer." And then I eventually just slowly started to move around, got to some things, and then eventually did make it to the gym. But for the workout as a whole, this is going to be the new block, and definitely for the rest of the week, I have no reason to believe that this won't be good at the end of the week. So I'll probably just do 3 workouts and then progress from there. And I'll still keep in the back of my mind downshifting to smaller increases, but for the very beginning, this should have no problem. This should really be just fine, especially with all 4 exercises. So I think this will be okay, and next week probably we'll be able to do the same thing, but I'm taking this one workout at a time and really reaping the conditioning benefits of a workout like this, where the pace is pretty high and you're not really resting for long, and you just want to get the workout done, more or less, of course with quality. But I don't want to be at the gym really any longer than I need to, and I don't think I'm going to be adding any bonus exercises. That might be a rare occurrence, but once I'm done with my work, I just want to leave. So that's pretty much that. Otherwise, something to note here is the longer pausing on the chest with the military press. And I don't need to do that. I could just rep these out and just get the volume done. But while I can, I really like putting that very pronounced pause on the chest. That, for me, does 2 things. 1, it helps with just overall strength with the lift. And 2, it just makes sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. So making sure my elbows are where they're supposed to be, that the bar is aligned across my chest correctly, and no need to put any kind of leg drive in this whatsoever. It's a strict press. It's a military press, so it's not supposed to have any at all. But once you start getting really heavy with an exercise like that, it just might start to come out. And plus, I really like muscle cleaning the bar off the floor. That's really not, I really like doing that. When I get heavier, I might have to start to power clean it, but while I can, I'm just going to muscle clean it, get myself into the starting position, and then do the exercise, whether for the front squat or the military squat, or the military press. Alright, y'all, thank you, and remember, adopt, don't shop.